Hey friends, this video is about family of origin and how you just have to remember how your parents or whoever raised you, the influence they had on you. First of all, I'm up at my family's lake house and the heat is not on, so I'm really cold, but that's why I'm in my coat. But the reason I was thinking about this is because I was looking at a picture of my grandmother. This is Moa, who is my grandmother, and I am pretty sure, because we've read a lot of her letters and just family stories, that she was an Enneagram 9, kind of in those middle levels. She might have been sleepwalking through life a little bit. She was a little ditzy, but in the sweetest way. Some of her phrases were, go until you bump. So her theory on parking was just go until you bump. Once you've bumped, you know it's time to stop. And she is also the person that taught me the phrase soft focus. So she would soft focus on a lot of things. And it's a beautiful mentality of don't get too worked up in all the details and the little things. Like a soft focus, on things that it's not worth getting your panties in a wad about. So I was also thinking of Moa because I saw the picture of her. And then I love snuggling up in this blanket that she would knit. So she would just kind of pick up and put down knitting. But what cracks me up is that this blanket, if any of you are knitters, she just kind of did it in panels and then kind of just stitched it together. And then sometimes she'd follow a bit of a pattern. Sometimes it would fade away. Sometimes she'd just kind of do whatever she felt like. And this is this probably 6 foot long blanket that she made that just has varied patterns to it. And that was how Moa lived her life. Just go with the flow. So the reason I'm saying all this, one, is kind of just to remember Moa because she was just so wonderful. But two is because when this side of my family and I started learning the Enneagram together years ago, at first we thought, so Moa and my grandfather had 4 children, and we thought all of them must be Enneagram 9s. They're all Enneagram 9s. Well, then as we learned more and more about the Enneagram and all of our family members shared more with us, we figured out that, and this was self-disclosure on these people's parts as well, that one uncle is an Enneagram 9, my dad is a self-preservation 3, my aunt is an Enneagram 7, and then we don't know about my other uncle. But my point in this is the culture in this family, it's the Smith family, is like the whole idea within the family is you're nice, you're friendly, you're kind, you're giving, you're non-judgmental, and there's no conflict. So through the stories I've heard growing up about this family, you could either be in the living room, be with everyone, or if you were in a bad mood, you went to your room. There was no room for disagreements or negative feelings. Everyone was pleasant and kind and happy at all times. And let me tell you, being raised through those generations, I love that. They are the nicest family. Everyone will say to you, oh, that Smith family is really nice. However, as I'm growing, I'm also realizing that there is room for some negative emotions, and anger is an okay feeling, and it's okay to voice your needs and wants and desires. But my point in saying all this is that Moa had such an influence on her children that at first they all seemed like 9s because of that family influence. So that's what I'll leave you with today, is think about what the overall culture of your family was, and if that really resonates with you, or if you want to do something a little different. Thanks.